This is also breaking overnight. The Boy Scouts of America filed for bankruptcy protection.
It comes after a wave of sex abuse lawsuits against the organization. The Boy Scouts are trying to work out a potentially massive compensation plan for abuse victims, hoping to keep the organization still going. Several thousand men have come forward now saying they were molested by Boy Scout leaders years ago. The compensation fund could pass $1 billion, no less. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Slauson live for us in the newsroom. And Jeff, we went digging through documents overnight and found about a dozen cases here in Western New York.
Yeah, that's exactly correct. 12 cases in total were filed against the Boy Scouts of America, claiming sexual abuse that happened here in Western New York. Some of those cases date as far back as the 1960s. A commonality in many of these cases that we saw are that the young boys were targeted by their scoutmaster. They're suing the Boy Scouts through the Child Victims Act, saying that the organization allowed the sexual abuse to occur due to negligence, carelessness, and recklessness. Those are just a few of the terms used in some of these lawsuits. When we spoke to a few of the attorneys representing these men who were allegedly abused, they said that the number of cases that have come forward are not even scratching the surface, as Boy Scouts of America has yet to release all of the names of those with accusations against them.
The Scouts have not released a comprehensive list yet, and that's something we're going to try to force them to do over the next year.
You know, that's something that, frankly, the Boy Scouts should do voluntarily. They should release these files. Transparency is always the better way to handle this type of situation.
Boy Scouts of America filing for bankruptcy directly as a result of the many cases. To clarify, bankruptcy to Boy Scouts of America does not mean that the Greater Niagara Frontier branch of Boy Scouts of America has filed for bankruptcy. In a release from the Boy Scouts of America president and CEO Roger Mosby, he said, quote, "While we know nothing can undo the tragic abuse that victims suffered, we believe the Chapter 11 process will provide equitable compensation to all victims while maintaining the BSA's important mission." As of now, it's still too early to determine exactly how much of the $1 billion in anticipated payouts will go to those victims that happened here in Western New York. This is a story we will continue to follow all day, so make sure you stay tuned on our website and our app, WKBW.com, all day for all of the updates we can provide. Katie, Ed.
Yeah, absolutely. A story that's going to continue to have a huge impact here in Western New York.
And posted right now on WKBW.com, we have a list of all of those civil cases filed right here in Western New York. And as Jeff mentioned, about a dozen of them or so. We'll be following this one for you throughout the day and, of course, on WKBW.com.